4 of these today, right now?
Yeah, all 4 today. Yeah.
So
Hello, everyone. What'd you say, Scott? Say it again.
No, it's okay. Good. Hello, everyone.
Okay. I'm Steve, and he is, and together we are Backyard Musings, Apple Valley, California.
Science and Technology Channel.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. So what the segment we got today, Scott does not believe it, but we want to know if you believe it. Okay. Consuming a diet rich in healthy plant-based foods and beverages may reduce the risk of premature death. Okay. That's death before you're supposed to die, premature death. People with cardiometabolic disorders such as obesity, diabetes, and heart disease may significantly improve their chances of living longer by following a healthy plant-based diet, according to new research being presented at the American College of Cardiology's annual scientific session. Unlike earlier studies that examine the effects of plant-based diets in the general population, this is the first to specifically evaluate their impact on individuals with cardiometabolic conditions. I would think that my metabolism is slow, which are becoming increasingly common worldwide and are linked to a higher risk of early death. Would you like to know more?
All right, we're going to start with a quote here. Among populations with cardiometabolic disorders, higher adherence to a healthful plant-based diet was significantly associated with a lower risk of total cardiovascular and cancer mortality. That's quoted by Zhangling Chen, MD, PhD of the Department of Cardiovascular Medicine at the Second Zhangya Hospital of Central South University in Changsha, China, and the study's lead author. Going on with a quote, more intake of healthy plant-based foods, less intake of unhealthy plant-based foods, and less intake of animal-based foods are all important, unquote.
God, so this guy says second Xinhua. That's like a hospital. That's like second ward or third ward of a state. Crazy. They got that many hospitals?
I don't know, but I guess so. Yeah, and are they ranked? First hospital is better than the second hospital? I don't know. But
I guess you'd want to be in the first hospital, right?
Plant-based food. So what are we talking about? Vegetables, fruits,
soy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want your soy burgers, right?
Yeah, no.
What doesn't Burger King have something? What is it called? The Unbelievable Burger?
They all do. Pretend meat or mock meat or whatever you want to call it. They all
but
have it.
You can't believe that it's not meat burger.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. But
I'm gonna have to check that out and see what it's all about. Okay, here we go.
Wait. What's an unhealthy plant-based food?
Like poison lilac? Poison ivy?
I don't know. What would that be? What would
sumac?
Unhealthy plant-based food be? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. Let us know if you know. Give us a comment. So,
cardiometabolic disorders result from a combination of genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. They impact both cardiovascular health and the body's ability to process food effectively. Although medications can help manage these conditions, diet and other lifestyle choices play a crucial role in preventing their progression to more serious diseases, including advanced heart disease and certain types of cancer. And yes, my cat heard my voice, so now he's whining.
I was going to say he doesn't believe in this stuff either. It doesn't sound like so. All right. Researchers analyzed data from nearly 78,000 people, that's a huge number, with cardiometabolic disorders who participated in large prospective studies in the UK, the US, and China. The pooled data sets included, and I don't understand this breakdown, 55,000 adults from the UK between 2006 and 2022, 18,000 U.S. adults from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Study between 1999 and 2018, and almost 4,500 Chinese adults from the Chinese Longitudinal Health Longevity Study between 2006 and 2018. Okay, so that's another thing I got an issue with. Why the difference in numbers? Is the study saying that they didn't need to study as many Chinese people because they eat healthier?
No, like what I think is that they just pulled data. I don't think they signed people up. I think they just pulled data from people who eat, plant-based foods and started
Okay.
comparing them. That's what
All
I
right.
think.
Okay. I'll go with that.
That's what people have been doing, just taking these AI programs and just having these data sets like this is what we're going to look for, and boom, spits it out. Okay. Participants completed dietary questionnaires or 24-hour dietary recall interviews at the beginning of the study. Researchers then assigned scores based on two diet indexes: a healthy plant-based diet index emphasizing vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, tea, and coffee. Not that tea and coffee is healthy, right? You take I'll take
Depends on who you talk to, right?
yeah. And then an unhealthful plant-based diet index, including, well, I guess potatoes are unhealthy. Yeah.
Here we
Including
go.
refined
Okay.
grains, potatoes, sugar sweetened beverages, and animal-based foods.
Okay, so I get that. So potatoes, starch, right? Maybe
Yeah.
rice would be included.
Rice. Yeah.
Um, okay, like too much bread, like they say, refined grains. So,
Monosodium glutamates. Yeah.
oh, we have a special guest today.
Yep.
Okay, overall closer in adherence to a healthy plant-based diet was associated with a 17% to 24% lower risk of death from any cause, cardiovascular disease, or cancer, while closer adherence to an unhealthy plant-based diet brought a 28% to 36%. See, I don't see that big a difference there. Increased risk of death from any cause, cardiovascular disease, or cancer. So a little bit of an increase, but not huge, right?
Yeah, but
10,
the
10,
28 to 36% increase, that's a lot, isn't
10,
it?
yeah, well, 10, but compared to the 17 to 24, that's only, 8 to, or it's like 11 to 8% difference.
Well, still, I mean, if you can cut your chances of dying by 11%, I'll eat the soy. As long as it tastes good, put some ketchup on it. Bacon
Okay,
grease, right?
you could you can have mine then.
Put some peanut butter on it, right?
I'll donate my soy burger to you.
Put some butter on it, right?
Yeah, I want to be around the first time you give some soy burger to your son. See what happens. All right.
Okay, for the analysis, researchers adjusted for confounding factors such as demographics, dietary, and lifestyle factors. Results were consistent across subgroups by age, race, sex, smoking, alcohol intake, body mass index, and physical activity. They were also consistent in people with different types of cardiometabolic disorders and in people from the UK, US, and Chinese cohorts when these groups were analyzed separately. Even though the UK and US groups were significantly younger, with an average age of 57 years and 59 years, respectively, compared with the Chinese group, which had an average age of 84 years.
Wow. Well, that's a huge difference there. In a separate study that used only NHANES data, and I'm not exactly sure what that is, and did not focus on people with cardiometabolic disorders, the same research group found that greater adherence to a healthy beverage pattern was associated with a lower risk of premature death. They defined a healthy beverage pattern as one high in tea, coffee, and low-fat milk, and low in alcohol, whole-fat milk, fruit juice, and sugar-sweetened and artificially sweetened beverages. So, okay, so I'm in a couple of those there. I drink a lot of milk, low fat, 2% low fat, and sugar sweetened beverages. So I don't know. We'll
Start
see.
using what's that? Truvia. Start using Truvia for your sugar.
That's got aspartame in it, and we
Oh, it
should
does?
do a study on that. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure
dear.
it's anything that's got any kind of a artificial sweetener, aspartame. That is not good for you. Like diet
Yeah.
soda.
That's probably why I got autism now in my adulthood.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Probably. Quote, these findings may help individuals with cardiometabolic disorders make healthier lifestyle choices, Chen said. It is important to identify and develop cost-effective strategies to promote health among individuals with cardiometabolic disorders. For both studies, the researchers said that dietary data were self-reported by study participants at baseline and not assessed again, so the studies were not able to reflect any dietary changes participants may have made. They added that some potentially confounding factors were difficult to eliminate and suggested that additional prospective studies in diverse global populations would help to strengthen the evidence and confirm the importance of healthy food and beverage consumption patterns in broader populations. So there you have it.
Okay, so that almost sounds like a disclaimer at the end, right?
That did sound like a disclaimer.
Yeah. So
we need more research.
I mean, more power to them that they're trying to study this stuff and give people advice. But it's like the egg. You remember it's probably back in the 70s or 80s, eggs took a bad rap.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, they came out with a study. Man, you should be eating eggs, two eggs a day. Coffee, the same thing. I know we don't drink coffee, but that is a huge consumed beverage. A lot of people drink coffee. And there's been some bad things said about coffee and good things said about coffee. I mean, my mom drank coffee. She lived to be almost 95 years old. But she didn't consume alcohol. And, she watched what she ate, but and she drank a lot of tea as well. So I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with your metabolism, but I'm not going to get off on that because I am definitely not an expert like we normally say at the beginning of these things. So, but it's a good study.
Okay, if you guys have any questions, direct them to Scott. He's the expert. Thank you very much, folks.
Take care. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.